everything's just fine. Slipping again, there I go slipping again. I'm acting different again.
Today I am reacting to Machine Gun Kelly, Don't Let Me Go, and I'm really excited for this therapist reaction. To be very honest, I've actually never heard any of Machine Gun Kelly's music. I'm sorry. I've heard him on a podcast. I've self-admittedly been much more of a podcast listener than a music listener, but that also means that when I do these reactions, you know that you're getting a true reaction. So I'm excited about this, and I'm looking forward to it. But before I begin, please make sure to like, subscribe, and share what we have here with a friend. Here at Delightfully Dysfunctional, we're all about incorporating vulnerability, curiosity, and mental health tips along the way. So please check out our podcast, and we're just so happy to have you here as part of our Delightfully Dysfunctional family. And without further ado, let's begin.
Lately my thoughts eating me alive. Laid in the bed thinking maybe the hate will finally go away if I'm not alive. Wish I didn't listen, just like I wish they would understand me one time. I had a breakdown and tatted my entire body except one line. Everything's just fine. Slipping again, there I go slipping again. I'm acting different again. I see my family's reflection every time I look in the cup and I sip it again. After the sins, tell me after all the sins, will I be mentioned again? Why do I?
Wow, I really like this song so far. I think the creativity of the tippity tap is really a cool element. But the lyrics, and this is not what I was expecting from Machine Gun Kelly, but maybe this isn't how most of his songs are. I would have no idea. Let me know. Give me all the deets about him in the comments. That's how I like to begin learning about an artist, is through you. So help a girl out. A couple of the lines that really hit me. Okay. Sorry, I'm reading through the lyrics trying to find, I see my family's reflection every time I look in the cup and I sip it again. That is really interesting. I think someone could interpret that two different ways. One is either like family trauma and I'm like drinking away that, or it could be like the regret or guilt, and so you're drinking. And you're feeling guilt and remorse for doing so, if you're letting your family down. My take when it comes to reacting to music is that each person gets to have their own interpretation of the lyrics and how it fits for them. And that's most often what artists want, is that they want your heart to be infused so that you can really take away whatever fits for you. But I'm really trying to understand some of these mental health themes. And then it's interesting, too, the parts where he's saying, I had a breakdown and tatted my entire body except one line. I'm wondering, like, that part, except one line, if that makes sense to anyone, I'd love to know. But I know that tattooing can be a really cathartic experience for a lot of people. I think tattoo artists are partially therapists themselves, probably in some way. And so much meaning is put into the tattoos that we have. And yeah, I think that's really interesting. It makes me now curious about the meaning of his tattoos. So I want to keep listening because there's just a lot to take away. He's, of course, also made a reference already to having thoughts of suicide. I hope that there's some opportunities to unpack that a little bit more. Okay, here we go.
And I sip it again, after the sins, tell me after all the sins, will I be mentioned again? Why do I care, if in the end it's just me and God, like I'm Christian again? Just let him bring the beat in. Before my dad left this earth, he made sure I took on every quality I didn't want. I was supposed to die at birth, gave me a chance and I fucked it up, give me another one. I've been running from secrets I hid as a kid and I never confronted them. I just called mom, said I forgive her for not being there when I needed one.
Wow. Well, that says a lot about his childhood just in that short part of the song. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. It's so difficult when there's been childhood trauma to overcome, because that's when our brain is forming an understanding of the world. And the people that are meant to protect us and be there for us end up teaching us that it's unsafe or can't be trusted in some way. And I think that so many of the artists that make these profoundly deep and meaningful lyrics, they come from that. It is the seed for which so much of their creativity sprouts. And I mean, it's similar with all of the artists, but there is this toughness. Like if I were to walk up to Machine Gun Kelly on the street, like there'd probably be part of me that would be like a little bit of afraid. But this song has so much beauty and softness and vulnerability. And so I love that. And I love artistically kind of seeing that juxtaposition with someone as they're performing. Because if my eyes were closed and I wasn't seeing this, I'd probably be picturing a different type of person. I like being surprised.
For not being there when I needed one. I'm coming back, just let me go. I'm coming back, just let me go, yeah. I'm coming back, just let me go. I'm coming back, don't let me go. Who am I when the music stops? And the character that I've been playing is really just broken and fucking lost. I swear I've been telling you over and over again in all of these songs, but they don't hear nothing I'm writing, cause they're too busy trying to write me off. And they go on and on and on. It's funny, cause if we just sat and talked, you'd see that it's just hard for me to be vulnerable, cause I blocked it off. I got trust issues, growing up no one was there to hear what I thought. My heart was broken like my ribs as a kid, when me and my father fought. Yeah, I'm medicating with something that I cannot pronounce, but it's what the doctor gave me. Rehab patient with a pen and some paper, the psychiatrist keeps evaluating. How can I live with the fact that my hand wasn't on her stomach when we lost the baby? I don't got no one to turn to, cause everyone's dead in my life that was trying to raise me.
Wow, so much epic storytelling here. Oh my gosh, so many things to unpack, and my heart is going out to him. And I find this line interesting too about if we just sat and talked, you'd see it's hard for me to be vulnerable because I blocked it off, got trust issues growing up, no one was there to hear what I thought. So much there, right? Like, and it's interesting that he has that awareness of, if you just sat next to me, you wouldn't think I'd be vulnerable. But he's just like really putting himself out there. In fact, it feels almost like his own inner child yearning is speaking to those lines, you know? There was no one there. There was no one around to hear what I thought. There's no one there to care. And then not only that, there was physical abuse. But what we don't often understand is the emotional abuse, the things that aren't seen, or the things that aren't done and should have been done. Those are often causing a lot of long-lasting damage, far more prevalent than physical abuse. And there's not a way to measure it or to even gauge it in the same way. You know, like physical abuse is actual proof. You're bruised, your ribs are broken. Again, equally terrible, very terrible. But the emotional abuse, neglect, not being there, not tuning in, not knowing how to be soft and to care for what your child is saying, those can wreak havoc on someone's love life in the future, the attachment style they have, the way that they show up for their children, their defense mechanisms with friends, with coworkers, and all kinds of different settings. And it shuts them off, you know. He even said, I blocked it off. It can create walls when you're not sure if humans can be trusted. So, my heart is already going out to him, and I love that he is really bringing childhood trauma and mental health to light in this song. He's trying to normalize this process too, normalize mental health. He's talking about medications and such, and going to rehab, and those are things that are challenging, and shame. I mean, how can I live with the fact that my hand wasn't on the stomach when we lost the baby? Oh my God. You know, we can carry such deep shame for things. And it's so funny. Like I was saying, if I walked by him on the street, I don't know. It was just, I don't know what I would think. I wouldn't think anything. It's not like he looks like abnormal. I just wouldn't like feel warm, fuzzy feelings. That's the way I should say it towards him. Like, oh, I want to give this guy a hug. Reading this and hearing his heart, I just want to wrap him up in a hug. I just want to hug him.
Wasn't on her stomach when we lost the baby. I don't got no one to turn to, cause everyone's dead in my life that was trying to raise me. Searching for someone to tell me who I really am. I don't know when I look in the mirror. Constantly dreading the day that the audience might not be screaming for me anymore. The feeling of dying alone and not leaving anything behind is my biggest fear. Kiss the person that I love as if I'm never coming back after I leave out the door. I'm coming back, just let me go. I'm coming back, just let me go, yeah. I'm coming back, just let me go. I'm coming back, don't let me go. I'm coming back, just let me go. I'm coming back, just let me go, yeah. I'm coming back, just let me go. I'm coming back, don't let me go.
It's so fun to watch talented people. It is so much fun. Like, he's playing the piano, and I love the tippity tap thing. Like, I feel like I want to learn how to do it. It's just fun, and it's like really mesmerizing to watch. So I love that they incorporated that element into the music video. But is coming back to the lyrics and the honesty. This was I think this was the right introduction for me into the world of Machine Gun Kelly. And so like everyone has, like, NF has the Outcasts, Ren has the Renegades. What are the Machine Gun Kelly's fans? Like, tell me, educate me, please. And I'd love to know how this song may have helped you, been a part of your healing. I think so often when someone else can put into words, and such eloquent words, a deep, painful experience, it can help our own healing to hear them processing it out loud. And when it's woven into a song, it sinks in differently. It sinks in differently when we have, like the melody and all of the elements coming together to make it what it is. So I largely just want to thank, like, so many of the artists that I react to, but I want to thank Machine Gun Kelly for really, like, he plays a role in other people's healing. And I think that that's beautiful. That's just the goal that I have in my life every day as a therapist. So this is a song that I could most definitely see incorporating into therapy and sharing with my clients. So a sincere thank you. And once again, it would just mean the world if you liked, subscribed, and shared. And if you are interested in working with me, Keilani, I can be found through the link in the description of this video, where you can schedule a free 30-minute consultation with me to see if we would be a good fit to do some coaching or therapy together. And I'm so grateful for you joining us. If you are new to the channel, check out some of our other videos. We also have a podcast, the Delightfully Dysfunctional Podcast, with my co-host James, that is educational and highly entertaining about all of the good, deep stuff about being a human. And thank you so much for joining us. We will see you in the next one.